Well, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome back to Top 10 Rare Records Volume 3. We're going to start out with a record from 1968 from a band called, you guessed it, Dragonfly, self-titled. This is pretty rare records. This one here is a reissue, and from '96 or something, I think, when I bought it. This thing, I'm telling you what, the fuzz on here is crazy. There's a couple, 3 songs. There's one song in particular, Enjoy Yourself. Every time I put that on, I have to jump up and play air guitar. It's just really good psych fuzz masterpiece here from Dragonfly, 1968. Then we've got a little bit of different change of pace. Hair and Things. This is by the Coffey Trio. Again, this is another reissue. It's 1969, I believe. And they do a couple of covers on here, Get Back and Hey Jude. Those are the 2 kind of slow tunes on the record. The rest of the stuff, when they do Your Thing, It's Your Thing, Electric Thing, that kind of stuff, that's their own compositions. There's a really good hard rock guitar in here. Then they've got some saxophones and good Hammond organ. Yeah, this is a really good, kind of a jazzy, hard rock, a little bit of funk, a little bit in there. Really good all-around record. This is Hair and Things, the Coffey Trio. Then we have a record called The Human Instinct, Stone Guitar. The band is Human Instinct. The record is Stoned Guitar. This one is a double LP from 1970. These guys are out of New Zealand. And if you didn't know any better, you'd think this was a lost Jimi Hendrix record. The stuff the guy does with the guitar, all that crazy feedback, crazy noises and all that. He's doing all of it. And it's a 3-piece band. It's that great bass, great drumming. They really get down. And the guitar guy is so good. It's the Jimi Hendrix of New Zealand, folks, from 1970. This is an amazing record. 2 LPs full of blistering guitar, crazy effects. Get down, get funky, get going, hard rocking. Great stuff. The Human Instinct. Stone Guitar. Yeah. Then we got some Africa, Demon Fuzz. Again, this is another reissue. Originally reissued on Janus, and it's been reissued on Janus. There's that Janus symbol up here. You can see the Janus record. It says Demon Fuzz, but there's a little bit of fuzz on like the first song, and then they've got saxophones and there's trombone. It's kind of a jazz funk, lots of horns. Really good record. It's a lot better than you think when you see the cover and then you put it on, and it's kind of a really good funky jazz, horns, organ, really good guitar in the whole record. Really like that. Africa. Now, this isn't a very rare record, is it? No. But what makes this one a rare record, it's put out by MCA Heavy Vinyl. And I bought this. Probably bought this in about, when did it come out? I don't know if I didn't even look that close at it. But anyway, this is remastered from the original analog tapes on 180 gram vinyl. And this record phenomenal sounding. I could not believe how good this record sounded when I put it on. And I bought it off of eBay. I got it for a good deal, and I probably paid 20 bucks for it or something. These things are super rare. It's really, really hard to find this. If you ever see this record with this MCA with this on there, buy it. It's phenomenal sound. This record is phenomenal sounding. And it's a gatefold record. Of course, I don't have it out of the gatefold. 180 gram record. Here's the label, the MCA label that it's on. Really, really good. And you know what? You know, the last video that I did, right, was the top 10 best records of all time. Well, y'all have chimed in. I've got over 1,000 views on the video now, and there's a lot of people saying, Ron, you missed out. Who's next should be on the list. So at this point, we're taking out Deja Vu, and we're putting in Who's Next. That has made it. And I think we're going to take out Machine Head, and we're going to put in Boston, the first album. Because I love those records as well. But it's like, what do you take out? What do you put in? Well, the people have spoken. That's what they want. And this is the kind of list I'm trying to come up with. What do most people think are the 10 top records, right? So we're taking out Crosby, Stills, Nash. We're taking out Machine Head, Deep Purple. We're putting in Who's Next. And we're putting in Boston, their first release. But I wanted to talk to you about this now. They also put out a Buddy Holly record. And that, again, was really highly acclaimed. It was in stereophile about how good the record sounded. And Chad Kassem actually got the tape, and they redid it again. And they put it out as an audiophile record because they heard what MCA did, and they said, man, that's a great sounding tape. We got to get a hold of it. They did it. This is probably the best sounding version of this record ever, that's for sure. The best one I've ever heard. It's fantastic. If you ever see it, I don't know what they go for. I think I looked on eBay, I didn't see any. That's why I kind of wanted to say it's a rare record, because I didn't see any on eBay when I looked. This is a record here. You can't really tell by the cover too much, but it's a band called If, I-F, and it's their fourth record, so it's called If 4. And this is a gatefold record, and it's kind of a jazz fusion from 1972. And the interesting thing about this record, they're from the UK. They're kind of a jazz fusion group from the UK. Guitar and organ and a couple of saxophone players, a lot of saxophone, a lot of organ solos, a lot of guitar solos, and there's some singing on the record. And this is, if you have never seen it, you might have heard about this. This is an original Japanese red vinyl. I want to make sure it shows up on the camera. If 4 on the Japanese red vinyl. This is a standard vinyl back in the early 70s. This is 72. That's probably the last year they did this red vinyl. And you know it's an original when they come out on that. The early Grand Funk on Capitol, they were red vinyl as well, like this. And the Beatles on some of them are red vinyl. The interesting thing is that this record was never released on Capitol in the United States. Capitol decided they weren't going to release it when they did their first 3, and then they said, no, we're not going to release it on, another label took it, and they released it in the United States. So I was lucky enough, of course, I got it on the Japanese release, and I got it on the Capitol label, which is kind of cool, kind of rare. So what do we got next? 1972. This is Triumvirat, and this is the record Mediterranean Tales by Triumvirat on the Harvest label. I know there's some folks like the Harvest label out there. Here's another record on the Harvest label, Triumvirat. And they are a kind of a keyboards-based group. Keyboards, pianos, synthesizers, really good guitar player on here. Great singing. It's kind of like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, kind of like Camel, kind of the same thing. A band out of Germany. This is from 1972. And this one, it's got a lot of German. This is, of course, a German press, and there's a lot of German on the back. Great record. And I'm not sure how rare they are, but I don't think a lot of people know about this band, and I just wanted to feature them. I've got this record, and I've got another one that I want to talk about down the road here a little bit. But Triumvirat, Mediterranean Tales, really good. Now, this is Terry R. Brooks, Translucent World. This is, I think, from 1970 this record came out. And this is like an LSD trip, this record right here. And Terry Brooks, he plays the guitar. It's wide open. It's just high speed. I mean, this guy can play fast, and it's all he wants to do. And they've got the kind of organ with the distorted effects, and the guitar. It's, like I say, it's kind of like an acid trip, this whole record right here. And the guitar playing, blistering guitar playing throughout the record. And then we get to, this is another Triumvirat record. This is from 74. And this is a little bit, the better of the two records now. This is Illusions on a Double Dimple. This is one of my favorite records. This is like a top 10 favorite record of mine. This is dynamite. And I did take the occasion, again, it's on Harvest, but as you can see, this is a Japanese promo on a white label, EMI. EMI and Harvest, kind of the same thing with Japan. What a fantastic record. The great keyboards and guitar and singing and fantastic. Just as good as Camel Mirage, but it's a little bit slightly different flavor. Great, great record. If you don't know it, have a listen to this Triumvirat record, Illusions on a Double Dimple. And here we go, another Terry Brooks and the Strange, To Earth with Love. Terry Brooks and the Strange again, To Earth with Love. And Down in Dirty Blues. So good. This is a little bit more grown up now. He's not, this is not like an LSD trip. This is like a more grown up, but again, blistering, wide open guitar playing. But he's got some, like he showed, the dirty blues, and he's got some more put together, more organized types of songs on this record. And this is from, this is from 1980. And Terry put this out. He's got a record label. He's out of Florida, and he put this out on his own label from 1980. And it's on blue vinyl. It's kind of cool. And it's 1980 Terry Brooks Star People Records, Castleberry, Florida, 32707. So again, yeah, talk about some high speed, fuzz, wide open, and got some bluesy rock. Man, if you like that kind of stuff, have a listen to Terry Brooks and the Strange. Then this is 1972, I believe. This is Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come. And there's another record he's put out from Arthur Brown, which is, you know, The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. I Am the God of Hellfire. This is another record by the same band. It's The Crazy World of Arthur Brown again. But this is his band Kingdom Come, and the record is called Journey. And this one, it's kind of got some kind of hawk wind, kind of spacey elements, and then you got some real hard rocking songs with the great hard rock guitar, great guitar work, mixed in with this kind of spacey stuff. Yeah, really interesting record, really good record. Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come, Journey. And last but not least is Liquid Sound Company. This is a record from 1996, and it's got the like a generic white sleeve with pictures glued on the front and on the back of the record. It's just glued on here, right? The picture's just glued on. Comes on a white label, Rockadelic Records. Liquid Sound Company. And this is a psychedelic with a couple of different guitars playing against each other, playing with each other. A lot of psych guitar work on all through the record. Not a lot of lyrics, a lot of long guitar solos, that types of stuff from 1996. And one of the things about this, I don't know how many they made of this record, right? But the sound on this thing, man, it just explodes off the record. I bought another Liquid Sound Company record, but the sound wasn't good at all. And this one is like a hi-fi record compared to that. So I really, really enjoyed this record, and the sound on it was really good too. It's from 1996. Liquid Sound Company. So that's going to be my third installment now with Rare Records. That's volume 3. I've got another stack on the wall, which would be volume 4, and that'll probably conclude like for the Rare record kind of thing. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you know, of course, my friends always like the video, and people have been pretty good about that. I've been getting a lot of likes, so keep up the good work, folks. And you can share the video with your friends, and don't forget to leave comments about their stuff, or just to say hello, Ron, glad you're making videos, really enjoy it, that type of thing. I always enjoy it, and I always answer every comment on there, and I appreciate it so much. So thanks again for watching, and bye for now.